Hello, everybody. Welcome back to everyone's favorite class, Predator 101. I am your professor, Professor Vast Ravioli. Um, and today we're going to be doing one of my most hated predators. I can't stand this fucking Bob's Burgers looking ass motherfucking bitch. I hate him so fucking much, dude. It's not even funny. I can't stand this motherfucker. My my accent is coming out because I'm so angry. Anyway, um, I'm already getting heated, and I haven't even read the well. I have read the biography. I've read this twice. I've had to obscure some ads because I refuse to use ad block on this um, website. They deserve more more money, so I disabled ad block on this, but it had an ad that was like super telling of my location. So I was like, nope. Anyway, so Professor Ravioli is very high, and I hope that you are as well. I hope that if you are not, I won't tell anybody. I'll turn around, and y'all can spark up, and I'll pretend like I don't see the smoke. All right? Okay. So as long as nobody tells the dean, we'll be good. All right. So let's begin. J. Reffner. Conversation with the decoy. Reffner, 30 years old at the time, started chatting with a girl he believed to be 15 that went by the name of Bush Sucks Girl. Upon learning the girl's age, he is undeterred in coming over with alcohol and having sex with the girl, asking if he could take her virginity, saying that he would be honored to be a candidate to take her virginity. The decoy gives him chances to break off the chat by insulting him on his approach, but he persists. When saying he seems like a serial killer, Reffner replies that he's more in line with the Zodiac killer. Smooth. I need to read this chat log. This sounds really interesting. A relative fast mover, it takes Reffner 5 hours from the beginning of the chat at 1 in the morning to make his way to the Sting House. Interview with Chris Hansen. Reffner arrives to the Sting House early in the morning, knocking on the door and then walking in, trying to act slick for the decoy. Until Chris Hansen arrives, he barely speaks, probably to hide how scratchy and higher pitched his voice is. As Chris asks him the beginner questions, Reffner formally shakes his hand and introduces himself, immediately defending himself by saying he, in no way, shape, or form, is some kind of pedophile. Chris challenges him by asking him if he has condoms, which he does and displays onto the table, only to instantly put them back in his pocket. Chris then continues to roast him with the condoms. Well, you got them in your pocket. Do you do balloon tricks with them? After a bit of talking and revealing he has a wife and children, Chris starts reading back the chat log. At this point, Reffner takes off his coat due to how sweaty he is and is getting even sweatier after he took it off. Shows how nervous he is at the moment. While defensively crossing his arms, Chris reveals that who he is and what is going on. Reffner would get up, put his coat back on, and without a word, heading towards the door. Before he heads out, he looks back at the cameras and then exits. He then begins to run, for the first time in his life, to his car, only to be taken down by the police. Guys, I need a drink, so I'm gonna stop class for a second. If y'all have anything to drink, go ahead. This is your hydration reminder. Um, anything you got, whatever. Everything is water if you think about it. So, mm, I actually am drinking water. All right. So I'm not gonna read this police investigation stuff because honestly, we don't really need it. It's not gonna be on the test or whatever. But I like doing the whole teacher thing. I think it's fun. I feel like I have power over you, over your minds. I get to inflict my own ideals into you. Frogs are the best animal. Sriracha is the best hot sauce. And what other controversial opinions do I have? Pineapple belongs on pizza. Pineapple belongs on anything. And you can suck my fat fucking meat rocket. Anyway. Anyway, let us get to the actual nitty gritty of it, to the point where everybody comes to class for it. Everybody likes it when we roll out the TVs. Y'all remember those TVs when we were kids? The the big ones that were like strapped into the big rolly thing, and they'd come in with like the VHS and they just pop something in there. I remember those. I don't wish I was a kid. A lot of people say that they wish they were kids, but I like drinking and smoking a lot of weed. Anyway, I can't do that if I'm underage.
How were you going to use the condoms in the conversation?
I wasn't going to use them at all.
Well, you got them in your pocket.
Well, yeah, I do.
You going to do balloon tricks with them, or?
No.
You gonna do balloon tricks?
Yeah, where's he going? I'm plugged in, and I'm connected. Here. Fry, can you hear me?
We switched to 4.
Oh, yeah, he's here. We got somebody out front.
I think Dell's kind of hot.
He's pulling into the...
Is it just me? I've noticed that there's mostly guys, mostly straight men in this community, and they tend to have kind of terrible taste in women. Listen, I'm not. I love straight guys. Love them as much as you can. You know, they're great. But y'all's taste in women and y'all's taste in men fucking suck. Y'all have, there's no flavor. There's no flavor. Where's the substance? You know, you're giving me a bowl of chicken noodle soup, but there's nothing but boiled chicken and fucking noodles in it. You know what I mean? Like, give me some potatoes. Give me some, you know, some seasoning. Give me some peas, some carrots, some green beans, you know? And a lot of people say that Dell is ugly. And to those people, fuck you. I think Dell is hot. I think powerful women who put fuckers like this in their place are sexy. And if you can't handle that, I'm fucking sorry for you, home dog. You're missing out on some good fucking puss, dog. Some good fucking puss.
Yeah. Chris, do we have anything to go and say?
Next got Meat Rocket.
Also, Frag is kind of hot. I got a thing for fat guys, though. I don't know why I'm talking about this. I'm so high. Knock, knock.
Hey, come on in. I just got...
Nickety knock at your cock. My husband likes to say that.
Get my coat off. Freezing out, dude. Just hang out at the bar for a second. I'll be right back, okay?
Okay, dude.
Okie doke.
True.
Look at him. He's almost as tall as that stool.
Do you have a hard time finding the place?
No. How are you
I
today?
hate you.
Good, how are you?
I hate Chris almost as much as I hate all the other dudes. Just for what he did with us with Onision. Like that whole thing. Fuck you, Chris. I hate you almost as much as I hate these guys.
Doing good. What can I do for you?
That was my question to you.
He looks like a Bob's Burgers character, does he not? Like,
What can I do for you?
like he ain't got no chin. He ain't got no neck. Like, no, wait. He does have a neck. There's just no chin. There's no jaw. There's no jaw. His neck is connected to his, like, nose. There's no chin.
Who are you going to meet here tonight?
Sarah.
Sarah.
Why?
Sarah is how old?
Why do you look so fucking bored? That's what pisses me off about him. And I'm going to stop a lot to talk about how pissed the fuck off I am. Because why? How dare you look so fucking bored? And I think it's because he knows that his mommy is going to fucking get him out of there. But I mean, that doesn't take away the fact that this is now on the internet, and however many years later, 15, 20 years later, here I am, some random fucking bitch on the internet, laughing at this poor, pathetic meat sack. This fucking rejected Bob's Burgers character.
She's 15.
15.
Well, she just said that, yeah.
Yeah. And how old are you?
I'm 30. My name is Jay.
Jay, Chris, nice to see you.
Oh my gosh, why would you do that, you stupid fuck? You are so annoying. Like, what? You're not in a position to be doing that kind of shit. Like, I know that you've probably never been yelled at ever once in your fucking life. Like, this is one of those guys that's never been yelled at, that's never been told to shut the fuck up. Like, this is a dude that just needs to get slapped in the face and told to sit the fuck down for a second. And no one has done it. No one has done it. And oh my god, if they would just do it, if somebody would just punch this dude in the face and tell him to shut the fuck up, this wouldn't have happened. That's what I think.
To be quite honest with you, I'm not at all, in any way, shape, or form, you know, some sort of pedophile or anything like that.
Jay, I don't know if you know this, but you're sitting That makes you a pedophile. You stupid fuck.
Do you often come to visit young girls after chats on the internet?
Never. Never.
Oh, did you see those big ol' eyes there? Let's go back and see those when he looks at the chat log, because he realizes that's a chat log.
Come to visit young girls after chats on the internet?
Look,
Never.
look at those big eyes. He's like, oh shit.
Never.
Did you bring anything with you tonight?
Such as?
Condoms?
Yes, I did.
You did. You brought condoms. So you're just going to
However-
kick
You brought condoms, but you're not gonna fuck anybody? What else are you gonna do with them, You gonna fill them up with fruit juice and put them in the freezer? Don't think that's very sanitary. I don't think that would taste very good. You're gonna fill them up with fruit juice and put them in the freezer, get some popsicles, maybe, for the kids. Yeah.
back and chat, and just in case something happened, you brought condoms.
Yeah. Look, here's the deal.
Will you put them on the table, please?
I'm sorry?
The condoms.
I think. So let's go back here.
Put them on the table, please.
I'm sorry?
The expression on his face. I think he heard put them on the table. Chris said put them out on the table. I think in his nervousness he heard put them on the table, and he's like, I'm sorry? Like
The condoms. There you go. So you had a big night planned, huh?
No. Please listen to me.
All right, got nothing but time.
There's nothing.
No, you don't,
I
Chris.
swear.
No, you don't, Chris. You don't have nothing but time. You want to get these dudes out as quick as possible because you have your fucking 6:30 coming in here in about 15 minutes. So you have a short time window that you got to get this dude's information and get him the fuck out.
I don't want to do anything, I don't want to hurt anyone. I just wanted to talk. I swear to
But the problem is, Jay, you've already caused damage. You're still under the impression that this is a real 15-year-old girl. You've already caused damage. This may be difficult for adults and especially for younger people to understand, because it took me a while to understand, but exposing a child to any kind of sexual material is damaging.
she.
How were you going to use the condoms in the conversation?
I wasn't going to use them at all.
You got them in your pocket.
Well, yeah, I do.
You going
have-
to do balloon tricks with them? Or?
No.
Well, come on. I mean,
I am.
there's only one reason, typically, that people bring condoms to a home. And that's for protection during sex.
Yeah. And
There are
you
only
know,
two people in this house, as far as you know, you and a 15-year-old girl. So, what am I to think about this?
Got a family at home. I love them dearly.
Do you? I don't fucking think so.
You have kids.
Yes.
How old are your kids?
I have one daughter and two stepsons from my wife's previous marriage.
So if you're a dog,
If you don't have the heart, I'm about to get kind of dark. If you don't have the heart to look at the child that you are doing these things to think about them and not see your own child or your own potential child, then you do not truly love your child. They are just something that society has told you that you need to have at that point, and nothing more. I believe that a lot of these people go into these marriages because that's what people expect them to do. They expect them to have a wife and kids and do all these things, especially somebody who's, probably educated. Jay Reffner seems like the kind of person who would be not educated, but at least, did well in school and went to some college, But there is no love. There is no love. If you truly did love them, you would never do something like this. I could never find it in my heart to do this to somebody who I love, especially if they're a child. And I know that there's a lot of other people who would do the same thing. So no. And this is my opinion. My opinion only. Jay Reffner does not love his children. He never has and he never will. Especially after this.
Daughter was home alone, and some guy who was 30 came to visit.
He would act angry, but only because that's what everyone else around him would want him to do. That's the only reason why. This is a person who has, in my opinion, I need to say that expressly. These are just speculations of mine. But he wouldn't care. He wouldn't care. He would act angry just because that's what everybody around him says needs to happen. But he wouldn't care. Deep down in his fucking heart, he wouldn't give a fucking shit. He wouldn't care.
You would feel how?
Indifferent.
Here's a
Indifferent. That's how he would feel. Indifferent.
guy
Oh my
who's
God,
got
shut up, Chris.
to meet a young of what
You're a virgin, eh? I bet you're scared of that, she says. Why would that scare me? Guys are always scared of that. Actually, I find it quite attractive.
Sir, I know what I wrote. Do you mind if I take off my coat?
Please, go ahead.
Thank you.
Oh, I wouldn't mind if you took off your own fucking life, home dog, honestly. For legal reasons, that's a joke, but...
I mean, these are your words, right?
Yeah. They
Okay.
God,
completely
look
are.
at that zoom out. Ew, this guy is so ugly. He looks like a Bob's Burgers character. He's so basic. There's nothing there. There's no flavor. Where's the flavor?
I'm not gonna lie to you, sir.
I'm not gonna lie to you, sir.
I'm honored to be considered the candidate for your first.
Oh my God, that's so cringy. That's so cringy. How do you, at 30 years old, how are you still using that shit? And I've noticed that a lot of these dudes use these fucking high school tactics. It's so boring. Like, why don't you grow out of it? Grow the fuck up, dude. You're 30. You have a receding hairline. You have a 5 o'clock shadow, dog. Come on.
Again, playful chat.
Playful chat. It
Playful
sounds like
chat,
you're excited
my
about the fact
culo.
that she's a virgin and you might be the first man to have sex with her. Right?
Sir, I
Because he wouldn't be able to score it any other fucking way.
really wasn't gonna do that.
he knows he's in trouble at this point.
Oh my
You know,
God.
he can
Shut up,
see
Chris.
it.
I'm Chris Hansen with Dateline NBC. We're doing a story on adults who meet teens on the internet. If you have anything else you'd like to say, we'd be happy to hear it.
There he goes. Let's watch him run for the first time in his life.
Why'd you bring the condoms?
Oh, they don't show
It
it.
was dumb.
Do you normally wear
Oh my God, this guy. He is so mean. He's so mean. He rips this guy a new fucking asshole, dude. Like, he reminds me of my dad, which isn't a good thing because I hate my dad. I do. I have daddy issues, obviously. If you couldn't tell, if you couldn't fucking tell, this guy he reminds me of my dad, but I obviously what we're gonna talk about is the fucking sports regalia. Look at this man. He is covered from head to toe in whatever the fuck this symbol is. I don't know. I am a gay. I don't watch football or soccer or whatever the fuck this guy's got. It's baseball? I don't fucking know. Some kind of fucking sports ball team, right? That he fucking jerks off over on Sundays. This guy's probably a piece of shit. I'm not gonna sit here and lie to you. This guy's probably awful. Like, IRL. He is probably jaded from his job. He hates his life and his wife. And he just is angry all the time. He reminds me of my dad. He just reminds me of my dad, and I really don't like the guy. But anyway, yeah, isn't it funny that he's wearing all the same? I think, is that fashionable for straight people? I don't know. Tell me about your culture, straights. I wish to know more.
condoms while you're having sexual intercourse with your wife?
No.
Okay, why did you buy the condoms today? because you intended to come here
No,
to my
because-
county
well-
and have sex with a 15-year-old.
Oh my god, that's another thing. Oops, I just smacked my mic. That's another thing about this fucking cop. You come here to my county. No one gives a fuck about your county, Ryan, or whatever the fuck your name is. Nobody gives a fuck about your county, dude. Who gives a fuck about your county? You're the only one who gives a fuck about the place, okay? Your county's the size of my fucking pinky finger, okay? The radius of your fucking town is about as big as my asshole's radius. The circumference of my fucking asshole, that's the circumference of your shit-ass county, okay? Nobody gives a fuck about your county. The reason why he came here was because that's just where this bitch so happened to be. He asked one of the fucking questions like, why did you come to this county? Like, because that's where this bitch was. The fuck? What? What the fuck else? Why else would I come to this? I don't have a vendetta against your fucking county. The fuck? It's so stupid. His interview pisses me off even more.
Female.
She told you that she didn't want to get preggers.
And this other cop, I like this other cop. He seems like the kind of guy who, you'd like to have a beer with, a la, how Chris says, this is the kind of guy who you would watch a sports game with. Yeah, I like this cop a lot better than the other one. He seems a lot less angry than the other guy in the sports regalia.
You said that you didn't want that either.
Does your wife know where you're at right now?
God, look at his receding hairline. How's it feel being bald, you short bitch? You chinless fuck. There's no chin there. Where's your chin, dog? You know how when you're a kid and your parents play, ooh, got your nose. Somebody did it with his chin and they never gave it back. Oh my god.
No,
No.
Where's she at right now?
she's with my daughter on a camping trip.
Could you imagine? I don't know how this whole thing went down. I don't know how his family was told.
You got the right to remain silent. You understand that? And anything you say, you can't want to be used against you in a court of law. Do you understand that?
Your mom's a city prosecutor and your dad's a cop. You should probably have a little bit more common sense about things that we're doing out here tonight, okay?
Interesting thing about Jay Reffner is once he's arrested and
Shut up, Chris.
Oh, I got it down to him.
Oh my gosh, this
My
right here.
attorney is my mother.
Okay.
This whole thing. He's in there and he doesn't tell her who the fuck he's calling, right? He calls his mom and he's like, "Mom, I need help, blah 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 blah." And then his mom asks, "Oh, can I come in and, see you, blah blah blah." And then he asks, "Can she come in and see me?" And the girl is like assuming that this is just his mother. Like, never once in the conversation was it said that it's also his attorney. But he goes, "Can she come in and see me?" And she goes, "No, not unless it's your attorney." And he goes, "She is my attorney." Like, what the fuck, dude? How the fuck was she supposed to know that? You never gave her that fucking information, you shitbag.
Oh, I got it down to him.
It's gonna die now.
Now, how do you pick up the phone for trying?
This is Jay. This is no joke. I'm at the Dark County Sheriff's Office. I've been arrested and charged. I don't know, what's the charge again? Hold on a second. Attempted unlawful sexual conduct with a minor.
Conduct with a minor. I hate you, Jay Reffner.
She comes down here, can she see me? The attorney?
Yes.
She's my attorney.
The attorney, yes.
Yes.
Oh my god, that right there. Did you see that? Never once. Not a single fucking time. Not fucking once was it ever fucking stated that she was also your fucking attorney, you shithole. Oh my god. Anyway, but what I was gonna say earlier is that could you imagine being out with the child that you created with this fucking monster, and having a wonderful time with them, and can't wait to get back home and tell daddy all about the trip with mom and how it was so much fun and how they did all kinds of activities, and how, they grew closer together, as mother and daughter, and they had a really, really great time. And then they have to come home to find out that daddy tried to fuck somebody almost as old as his little girl. Could you fucking imagine? How is that not something that you think about? How is that not something you think about? Tell me. I could understand if you were somebody who's single, somebody who doesn't have a fucking entire wife and children. Presumably this is your second wife, because apparently there's children from a previous marriage. I don't know. Maybe this is your second. I don't know. I really hope it isn't. I hope it's your fucking first and your fucking last.
You can.
His mother.
Carol Reffner, I'm here for the limited purpose of this appearance.
Does your client understand the nature of the charges?
He does.
Does he? Does he understand the nature? Does he understand how much damage he could potentially have caused? Does he understand that? Does he? I don't fucking think he does. I think he just got in trouble and said, "Fuck, now I gotta call mom and try to get out of this mess." Like, that's the whole mentality. Again, simply my opinions, strictly my opinions, nobody else's opinions, my own. But yeah, no, this guy has no remorse. I don't think he has any fucking remorse. He didn't show any fucking remorse.
The defense is requesting that the court consider releasing the defendant on his own recognizance. He is not a flight risk.
Well, imagine what Mrs. Reffner is going through. I'm sure she could have easily have said, look, I don't want anything to do with this.
No, I don't think that. Excuse me. I don't know. I think it's extremely difficult for a mother to ever truly hate their child. And now, don't get me wrong, there are mothers who simply don't have any maternal instincts. They are technically mothers in the technical sense. They pushed something out of them. They gave birth to something, therefore they are mothers. But they have no maternal instincts. They don't know how to take care of children. They don't respond well to children, That's totally... I'm talking about a mother who is a mother, who identifies as a mother, and who enjoys being a mother. That's what I'm talking about here. Somebody like that, which is what I'm assuming Jay Reffner's mother is. A loving mother who only wants the best for her son. Who's just trying to help. Like, if this was my child, of course, my child's a monster, but I'm going to trust that my child is going to be reformed, just because that's my child, and that's what I would do in that situation. Because it's difficult to put yourself in Mama Reffner's shoes, because when I try, I'll put myself in her shoes, and it's like, I'm an attorney. I need to fight. I fight for what's right, technically. I help bring justice, and I help people who may be in a bad spot have it a little easier, So when it's my son on the spot for something as disgusting as this, I feel like that conflict is traumatic. You're not only hurting the potential child or whatever, but the people around you. It's traumatic for them. I bet it's extremely difficult and scary and stomach churning to get the news, to get the call. Could you imagine? I could only imagine how far his mother, her heart sank. How hard it must have fallen from her chest all the way down to the ground. How far, how twisted up and knotted up her stomach must have been. The knot in her throat. Like I can't imagine how painful that must be. I can't imagine. I I don't know if I could handle going through something like that. And I've been through a lot of shit. And then to go in and defend him. Especially after and especially after going through things like this myself, thinking about it, and it's like, fuck. You know, it's some things that you just have to do, and Mama Reffner, unfortunately, in this situation, just had to help her son. In this situation, you know, while Jay is a fucking trash piece of shit, his mother, she may have had something to do with it, but I mean, her job is to defend, and her job as a mother is to defend her son. So, you know, I don't know. I find it very difficult to think about the families and the mothers and the fathers and the sisters and the brothers and the wives. I think the domino effect that happens when somebody decides to go fuck a kid, to go try to fuck a kid, is catastrophic. Truly, it's catastrophic. You hurt so many people, especially if you're somebody who is cared about, who is loved. And most of us are, even though we don't know it. Most of us are loved, you know? And it's, I don't know, it's something extremely difficult for me to think about. But the more I think about it, the more interesting it becomes, because it's so different for so many people. Like, at first, I would react in denial. I would be completely in denial, I think. Until I saw 100% irrefutable evidence, and then I don't know what I would do from there. I don't know what I would do. But there's only a few seconds left.
But she stood by her son and helped him get through the first phase of the judicial process.
That's all you can do, I think, at that point. All you can do is hold their hand and, you know, lead them into this next chapter of their life that unfortunately... Ooh, I'm getting choked up. I'm legitimately about to cry. Like, you know, as a mother, you've been leading them all the way up to this moment. Technically, you know, you've been holding their hand through everything, through every single thing for them as a child. You know, their first steps, their first words, their first criminal offense. You know, and she held his hand and took him through it. She braved it, you know, and it's, again, really difficult for me to think about, because I couldn't even fathom what that woman was feeling. Whew, anyway, but yeah, that was Jay Reffner. That's part of the reason why I didn't really do him. I had done him once, but I deleted the video because the audio quality was shit. And I got a little bit more emotional this time around, I think. But anyway, let's just leave it at that. Thank you so much for listening to my stoned ramblings about another predator. I'm hoping to do a Lorne call. I want to do streams. Do you guys think that I should maybe start doing streams for Lorne calls? Because I really want to keep doing Lorne calls, but I don't feel like Lorne is the same as TCAP. I feel like Lorne needs his own. So I think I want to start streaming. Because I love it. I think it's so much fun. I did one stream with Cornville 3-Way, and it was so much fun. And I want to do some more streams. So please, in the comments, tell me, let me know. You didn't see, but I did a little shimmy. I said no. If you would like to come and join me in a stream and listen to some Lorne calls with me, because I have access to the dump, and I just want to go through it with y'all. I want to share in the experience of being in a stream, because I love the streams. The energy is always so friendly and so nice and so vibrant, even though we're talking about such a grim and dark topic. It's always so much fun, and I want to be a part of it. I want to get my grubby little hands all up in y'all's streaming business. So yeah, let me know if you'd like to see some streams here within the next few days, actually. Because what day is it today? It is Monday. Here in 2 days, my husband is off work, which is the days that I basically just do everything that he wants to do, because I do all of my things when I'm all alone during the week. So I'm going to make him stream with me and listen to a Lorne call with me. I'm gonna make him play Arceus or something in the background while I stream. So anyway, thank you so much for watching. I'm sorry for taking so much of your time. Thank you for coming to class. I really appreciate it. So class dismissed. I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day. Thank you so much for listening to me. Bye bye.